Welcome back to Russian with Nastya. Как дела? У меня отлично. Today I'm going to share with you 20 very common adverbs which I use in my speech every day and which I heard so often mispronounced by my students. Adverbs answer the question how, как. First of all, let's see how to make an adverb out of an adjective. For example, you have an adjective скучный. Скучный фильм or скучная книга. Here the adjective answers the question какой, literally which kind. Let's form an adverb out of this adjective. To do that, we just have to change the ending to the letter O. The ending in the word скучный is «ы», so let's change it to O. And it will become скучно. Adverb как, how, скучно. Sometimes you will hear it mispronounced. You will hear скучно or скучный as an adjective, but it's wrong. The correct way to pronounce it is скучно. And let's see an example. Мне не скучно сидеть дома. It's not boring for me to stay home. Here скучно is an adverb. Как, how, не скучно, not boring. Number 2 is недавно. Недавно. The second letter, the ye letter here, is pronounced as e. Why? Because it's not stressed. When ye is not stressed, we will pronounce it as e. Недавно. So don't pronounce it as недавно. It's incorrect. Недавно, recently. And example, он недавно вернулся из Лондона. He recently has returned from London. Number 3 is обидно. Обидно means to feel hurt, offended, insulted. Here E is stressed and all letters are unstressed, so we have to pronounce them as A. Обидно. So don't pronounce them as O. Обидно is incorrect. Обидно. Мне было очень обидно, что ты не позвал меня в кино. I was very upset that you did not invite me to the cinema. Обязательно. Обязательно. Necessarily. Definitely. Here I is stressed. O is not stressed. Я is not stressed. And ye is not stressed. So we will change them. O will become A. Я will become И, and Е will become И. Обязательно. Обязательно. So make sure you pronounce it right. Обязательно увидимся на следующей неделе. We will definitely see each other next week. Number 5 is опасно. Опасно. Dangerously. The same rule we will apply here. O not stressed, so we will pronounce it as A. Опасно. And the example. Опасно ходить ночью одной. It is dangerous to walk alone at night. Number 6 is полезно. Полезно. Useful or healthy. Ye is stressed, so the first O and the second O will be pronounced as A. Полезно. Очень полезно есть овощи и фрукты. Eating fruits and vegetables is very healthy. Number 7 is редко, rarely. So here we have the letter, which is voiced, near ka, which is unvoiced. And when we have two consonants, one is voiced and another one is unvoiced, the first one will become unvoiced too. So this is why you will never hear a native speaker saying the in this word, pronouncing the letter in this word. You will hear te. So the became te, unvoiced as ka. So it's редко, not редко, редко. Здесь очень редко идет дождь. It rarely rains here. Number 8 is светло. Светло. Bright or light. Светло. Pay attention to the S letter. I heard it pronounced as Z. It's S. Светло. Светло. And of course, E is not stressed, so we will pronounce it as E. Светло. Когда я проснулась, на улице уже было светло. When I woke up, it was already bright outside. Сильно, strongly. Сильно. Мягкий знак makes a letter before it softer. So you have to make L letter softer. Сильно. Try to smile. Сильно. Strongly. And the example is мы сильно поссорились, и он мне больше не звонил. We had a big, literally a strong fight, and he didn't call me anymore. Скоро. Скоро. So here we have O, which is stressed, and we are not allowed to change it. We still will pronounce it as O. And we have O, which is not stressed, so we will pronounce it as A. Скоро мы будем опять вместе. We will be together again soon. Стыдно. Shame. Стыдно. It is challenging for some of my students to pronounce letter, so you will need to exercise. Try to touch yourself here. Стыдно. Стыдно. Something like that. It means shame. Вам должно быть стыдно за ваше поведение. You should be ashamed of your behavior. Темно. Темно. E is not stressed, so pronounce it as E. And O is stressed here. Темно, so don't change it. Dark. В комнате было темно и тихо. It was dark and quiet in the room. Тихо. Quietly. So E is stressed, O is not stressed. Let's pronounce it as A to sound like native. Тихо. Я тихо вышла из дома. I quietly left the house. Удачно. Удачно. The same rule with O letter. Pronounce it as A when it's not stressed. Удачно means lucky. Мы очень удачно вложили деньги. We have invested money very well. Ужасно. Ужасно. When pronouncing Ж letter, make sure your tongue is up. Ужасно. Terribly, awfully. Как ужасно каждый день ходить на нелюбимую работу. How awful it is every day go to a job you hate. Холодно. Холодно. Coldly. Always pay attention to the stress. Do not stress another letter because some of the native speakers will not understand you at all. Холодно. First O is stressed. Этой ночью было очень холодно. It was very cold last night. Чётко. Чётко. Just remember, when you see a yo letter in a word, it is always stressed. Чётко means clearly, distinctly. Учитель чётко произносит каждое слово. The teacher is clearly pronouncing each word. Чисто, clean, чисто. Unstressed O will be pronounced as A. Don't forget about that. В его кабинете всегда очень чисто. It is always very clean in his office. Чуть-чуть. Чуть-чуть. You can hear that I'm not pronouncing two last letters of the first чуть. So it's чуть-чуть. Чуть-чуть. A little bit. Добавь еще чуть-чуть соли. Could you add a little bit more salt? Шумно. Шумно. When you pronounce sh letter, keep your tongue up. Шумно. Шумно. The sound should be very clear. It means noisy. В нашем офисе всегда очень шумно. It is always very noisy in our office. Все на сегодня. That's all for today. I hope this video was useful for you. Feel free to write a practice sentence in comments below. Connect with me on all my social medias. I've got Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Спасибо за внимание. Пока!